how were you able to get in a rhythm there in the fourth quarter?
I think they we're expecting heavy quarters, pretty heavy 3 and 6 match, which is a it's a half man half zone type of coverage. They showed up playing primarily match. So when that happens, once you figure out kind of how the game's going to go for them defensively, then we have to adjust, and just schematically, and I thought we did. And even with the expecting more of maybe a different coverage, I thought we still executed. It was just inconsistent. It was really inconsistent for us in the first half. Those I think we had 3 drives in the first, and first drive we can't execute. Second drive, I can't execute, and then third drive, penalties hurt us. Kind of just hurt ourselves, I think. But it's a really good team and really good defense that played well today. They deserve to win.
Second drive of the game changed the complexion.
I don't know. Obviously we're moving the ball, and I miss a easy little throw, which I can't do. My feet got screwed up. Which is lack of concentration, lack of focus, and when that happens, it stalls a drive out. You never know how the game's going to go after that. You never want to leave it to chance, and I did with that play.
How frustrating was the drive with the penalties, where you guys were having some good plays and then the flags got in the way?
Yeah, I think we never want to be penalized, obviously, and negative plays really hurt a team's chance to score on a drive. Whether that be me taking maybe an unnecessary sack or a penalty, whatever it is, it hurts your chances quite a bit. You don't want to. It's hard enough when you're playing good teams. You don't want to make it harder, and we did that today.
You think your offense gained some momentum though, because on the one you got the big penalty called on Logan. When you got down to the 2, you brought it all the way back, but you're still able to take that in and score.
Yeah, I think that's growth. I do think we are growing as an offense, but we just. Coach just said it, and I thought it was well said. Just we got to grow faster and just play better. That was a good moment, I think, for the unit, but just got to keep getting better.
How difficult was it for you when their pass rush seemed to be in your face a lot?
That's part of the job. Interested to see on tape because it's always that fine line between trying to stay in there and deliver the ball while taking the hit. And sometimes that's maybe the wrong decision, and who knows on a lot of those. If I made the right decision, trying to hang in there, or if I should have escaped, but hard to say now. Have to watch the tape and assess.
How do you recover from that?
Like as a unit, just I think the key is just to see, notice the best part, right, when we watch the tape. Because there's going to be some good things on that tape, and really we're running a 7-day race right now. We got the bye week in 2 weeks, so we have to be focused on improvement, and we have to improve. We have to improve faster than we have been. If we want to expect to win, Big Ten football games. But it's the secret doesn't. There's no secret. The point of emphasis is the same. It's just all about improvement. Move forward, win or loss, you move forward, and you just focus on the next one.
Luke Lachey had some pretty good connections. Did you feel you had a pretty good rhythm with him in practice and in games?
Yeah, Luke's a really good player. He's grown significantly from last year and even the year before. And I think it's clear that a lot of teams game plans is to take Sam away, and I understand that. So when we're in those 2 tight end sets, you can't take both away. You could, I guess, but you'd really be avoiding coverage, away from that. So I thought he played well and just going to keep growing.
How much does that open things up when you do have that second option along with Sam?
Yeah, I think it's all about what a defensive coordinator wants to do. It's if you're playing, if you go into a game saying we're not going to let 84, run up and down the field on us, then it's obviously going to open other guys up. And the key to get Sam back is to make people pay when they do play that way. We did a little bit, but we got to do more. make teams pay if they're just going to try and take Sam away. But, yeah.
Is it fair to say, just based on reps, Nico and Brody are getting more acclimated, I guess? I mean, Nico with health, Brody with growth.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah, no, I'd say so. I thought Brody made some really nice plays, which was really cool to see. Nico definitely looked like himself, I thought, today, which, that's great, getting a vet back to almost, full speed. And, and Arland obviously is still, he's been playing well. He's still playing well. Really, really tough guy, doing a really good job. So, that's good. Got to get, I think Deontay and Keegan back, and see where we're at then.
Walk me through what you saw there on that 4th and 2.
Oh yeah, it's, cover 0. We're running a sprint play that we liked. I think certainly was a throw there. I think I kind of pulled up, just feeling the contain guy, which, especially in that situation, the one thing I can't do is do that. I'm going to have to wear that one, and I didn't. I pulled up. Location was low. Didn't give Sam a chance. But, it sucks. But I got to be better.
Okay, thanks, Spencer.
Thanks, Spencer.
We talked about challenges. You guys had to go against one of the better defenses in the country today. Overall, first impressions, how do you feel like you performed? And it is the unit making progress at this point.
Yeah, I think I just want to give a lot of credit to Michigan. They were really good out there. I think they played really hard out there and played well. There was nothing out there, I think, that, confused us on any state. We just didn't play well enough. We talked all week about just doing the thing, doing our job, like, this program says all the time. And I think the unit's coming together for sure. I think we're closer than ever in hard times like this. Other games, even when you win, everything means more when you're closer together. I think that's really important for us to keep having going forward.
As a unit, how do you guys shake off some of those penalties that they had in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, those are going to happen across any college football game. I think that's just adversity that comes with it. The biggest thing is we just, move on to the next play. That's why we have a huddle. It's just to recollect and just move on.
You guys look at, how do you feel like you're doing in the running game? I mean, take away the sacks, it's 60 some odd yards, probably not what you guys want.
Right.
But is it improving, I guess, at this point?
Yeah, I think there's a certain different vibe in the offense when we hear a run play called, I think, and that's passion with it, and I think that's really important for us to have going forward. Not every play is going to be a 20-yard gain or anything, and you're not going to run for 400 yards every game, and in those games when you only run for 60, you just got to grind out as much as you can and just keep going forward and understand that, you don't know as an offensive lineman which knee drive is going to do it for the back, so you just got to keep going.
How important was the drive? It ended at the end of the third quarter, finished on the fourth, where you had a big penalty called on you when Reganey had been down to about the 2, pulled you back, and that you still were able to continue the drive and score. How important is that momentum-wise?
Yeah, I think that was huge momentum-wise. Any drive where we get it going, get that first down, feels good. I think we had a couple big passes on that. Obviously, Nico's got down at the 2-yard line, but just coming out of the fourth quarter, I think we were into it. The crowd was into it. Everybody's ready for that, that goal line play, and then we finish the drive off the right way. So I think there's a lot of things we can learn from that, good and bad. Like you said, the penalty, but like I was saying, penalties are just adversity out there. So you just got to be able to take it and move on. And quarter breaks, TV timeouts, all of it. It's all just adversity, and you just got to learn from it.
How do you start faster? I mean, it's 20-0 late third quarter, and it's hard to make up that ground.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think. It just starts with us, just in general. I think we were ready to play out there. I think we just didn't play well enough. I think we were all playing hard and giving it our all. In that second half, when you get that momentum going, it just starts with us up front, just moving the line of scrimmage, getting that first down. Like I'm saying on the drives, that sparks an offense as much as it can. So as far as we can do that, that'll help us out a lot.
Okay, thanks, Mason.
Thanks, Mason.
Thanks, guys.
Safe drive. found your way open quite a few times. Was that part of the game plan, or is that how they schemed you throughout most of the game?
I think that's how they schemed me. I think that Spencer made some good reads, and just how the defense was playing kind of opened up. So I think that's kind of just how it went.
How helpful has it been for you when all these defenses are spending so much time on Sam, and then you have maybe a little more ability to get open?
Yeah, I mean it's helpful. They're Sam's a great player, so I focus on him a lot too. So just to help me out getting open and stuff. But yeah.
Sure.
Catching the fourth quarter, you look like you were about an inch away from breaking free all the way. Did you feel like you might have a chance there?
I did feel like I had a chance. We just kind of stumbled up and stuff, but we'll take whatever we can get there, and if it opens up, then we'll keep going.
Individually, how much of a confidence boost have these last few games been?
It's been pretty good. Obviously today we would have liked to come out with a win as a team, but it's definitely been. I definitely feel a lot more confident in my abilities. So I just got to keep working.
I'm sure going against the Maize and Blue, you and your family is probably a team you didn't cheer up for growing up or anything. I mean, what was it like to take the field, score a touchdown against them, and then have an impact in this game?
Yeah, I mean it was a great feeling. Like I said before, we would have liked to come out with a win, but it was nice to kind of try to take it to them. So, yeah.
Something like, was there a point when things clicked a little bit more for you? I mean, last week obviously was a good game. This built upon it this week. Like in this whole stretch here.
Yeah.
Can you point to a spot?
Yeah, no, I just really think that over time, continuing to do little things has really helped me out. Little things like figuring out how to run a route better or block better. I think that's kind of helped me out a lot, and just like really watching and learning defenses and stuff like that has helped me. So just kind of learning and taking in whatever I can take in.
Having an opposing defensive scheme for two tight ends, would that be kind of like a badge of honor for you?
Yeah, definitely. It's nice when people respect that we're going to use two tight ends.
It seemed like there was a little more chemistry. I mean, this is a good defense you're playing against, but yet you were able to move the ball in the second half. There were times before penalties you were able to get drives going. Is that just a better chemistry or cohesion right now on offense, or how are things growing?
Yeah, I think we're coming together, like building better chemistry there, and I think we're just like following the plan and what the scheme that's set for us. So we just got to go and execute and try to bring that in the first half as well.
You could have passed the first quarter. I think it looked like a seam route, and then he came right back to it. He just got too much arm on it. But was that the same play?
No, it was a different play.
Okay.
What will it take to kind of get this offense off to a faster start?
I think just coming out with that's a good question. The plan to execute and just start fast. I mean, I can't really answer that too well, to be honest.
Okay, thanks, Luke.
Thank you, guys.
Had you worked much at the Leo, or is this today kind of your first practice?
Well, today I played Will Backer. Just our defense is basically the Will, and the Leo is the same thing. And preseasons, back to spring ball, back to fall camp, Coach Wallace has always rotated us around. So some days I'm at Will Backer, some days I'm at Mike. So opportunities like this where I change positions, Coach Wallace has always got us prepared for that.
Did it feel like you guys just couldn't get first part of the game getting any traction against them?
Well,
moving the ball pretty good.
Yeah, we knew they were coming in with a good run game. So it's on the backers just to get down and hammer some gaps, just to free up some D linemen. Michigan, they do a really good job at double teaming that D line. So if we can get up there, free some guys, start getting some knockback, then that's what we were trying to do.
How difficult is Corum, the running backs?
He's just Big Ten. So Big Ten running backs are always going to be different. He had a unique skill set, just trying to contain him. Obviously, Michigan thought highly of him in his last performance, so tried to leverage the football, keep him inside the box, and just when we get there, wrap him up and get multiple guys to the ball.
Was it difficult to create big plays on defense today? That was one thing that was kind of lacking from your point point of view? Was that credit to Michigan, or was it something you guys weren't doing?
Well, first and foremost, we just want to play good defense, and we're not really looking for big plays. Coach Parker's not telling us to go out there and tell Cooper to take an interception back to the end zone. We're just trying to play football, and what happens, happens. If a ball falls in our lap, obviously we want to make a big play out of it. We want to get the ball out, obviously, but we just want to play football, sound principles, normal football.
I mean, they didn't hit you guys with a lot of big plays or anything. I mean, just kind of did it methodically. I mean, what does that say about Michigan? Just that they didn't make mistakes, because you guys always seem to take advantage of mistakes.
Oh, yeah, we just, after the Big Ten Championship, just knowing some of the gadget plays they had under their sleeves, of course, we were prepared for that. But once again, if they didn't go to gadget plays, if they didn't go to reverses and stuff like that, making sure we stopped the run. They have a good scheme over there at Michigan. I feel like Coach Parker, he's also got himself a good scheme. So we're just going to trust what Coach Parker tells us, puts us in the best situation as possible.
What were your impressions of J.J. McCarthy?
He's, again, Big Ten, so we'll see a number of good quarterbacks, good running backs as well. Just trying to contain their best guys, make sure their best players don't have breakout games against us. Make sure our back seven keep guys in front of them. And he was a scrambler, so we're just trying to make sure we keep him in the box. And that's how big plays happen, when he tries to extend the plays.
What more can this defense do? It seems like you're doing the most. What else is there?
We just got to continue to stay together. Just continue to make plays, do better, first and second down, make that third down much easier for us. And obviously, if we can change the offense, if we can make it easier on the offense, that'd be best for us. Just trying to get off the field, good field position, stuff like that.
After first, you'd given up 23 points all season, they scored 27. Is that humbling, or is that going to make you better, make you get motivated?
Coach Parker he's always going to have us working hard during that week of preparation. Even if we came and pitched a shutout, next week we're going to go just as hard in practice. So we're always a humble defense. We work hard, we prepare. We treat every week as the most important week. So.
How much of a confidence boost was it to kind of get some extended time out there?
Yeah, just Coach Ferentz been preaching next man in. And the 4 media questions I got this preseason, that's what I was basically telling when my number's called, to make sure I'm ready. So my number's being called, just making sure I'm prepared, and just go out there and uphold the defensive standard.
Got time for 3 or 4 more for Jay if you got it. What's next up? I mean, you guys got to play Illinois next week, but shake this off, move forward tomorrow. I mean, 24-hour rule and everything. I mean, is that going to be easy, or is it going to be difficult?
Obviously, as a competitor, losing the game is going to be tough, but what we need to do is learn from this loss here, make sure those mistakes don't show up in next week's. Obviously, Coach Ferentz's best teams, they always get better throughout the season, and if we don't get better from this week to next week, we're not going to be a good team. So making sure we continue to move along. Understand it's a long season. Nothing's out of the picture just for losing this game. So just making sure we're ready to continue to play in the Big Ten.
When you lose to the Big Ten champs, they're the standard of the conference. Does that help you at all, knowing this is what we need to be, or do all the losses just kind of sting the same no matter who it is?
It stings the same. Just understand, our mindset is week by week. So whoever we play that week, that's the most important week. And we're going to prepare for everybody the exact same way. We're going to respect every team the exact same way.
How much have you learned the last couple of years from Jack and Seth?
Those guys they're great young men off the field, which is why I feel like it's so easy to look up to them as role models. They just do things the right way. They're leaders, so anything they say, they're probably right about it. And when you can trust guys like that on the field, it's easy just to listen and follow their direction.
Okay, thanks, Jay.
Thanks.
You're down at 2.
Yeah, I thought so, but I saw a video of it, and my foot was clearly out, so the refs made the right call. And next time, maybe I'll stay in balance, try and run through the guy more, score with my body. Last thing you can do is stick the ball out there the ball goes in the end zone, it's a touchback for them. So we scored, so that was good.
Have you guys had that approach to you about holding out the ball and, because there have been so many different touchbacks, even last year against you, that's happened?
Yeah, it's just like a basic rule of football, score with your body, because you stick the ball out and it goes in the end zone. It's kind of a stupid rule, really. If you fumble in the end zone, the other team gets the ball at the 25. It's their ball instead of it just being yours where you fumble the ball. So just being smart, knowing that rule, keeping the ball tucked like you should, and scoring with your body.
Look like you had that bounce in your step again. Are you getting really close to being 100%?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, each day I feel like I'm getting better, and today I made some mistakes. I know I made some mistakes, and just got to keep pushing through it, and we'll get there.
Slow start for the offense, but then things seem to be clicking towards the end.
Yeah.
What was the difference?
I don't know. I guess you could take that as a positive thing to walk away with from today. I thought the offense, we had a little bit of a swag to ourselves in the second half, I felt like, which I think is good, and we just got to keep that going into next week. This game's behind us. We got another Big Ten opponent this week, and just got to continue to grow and keeping that swag we had right there at the end.
Have you seen that swag yet from the offense yet?
I thought that was the best we've looked this season. So as the season goes on, good teams continue to get better, and we're 3-2 right now, but the season's not over and our goals are still there. So just got to push forward and continue to grow every single day.
Is that difficult, or is that easy to do that mentally, push forward with everything in the past?
I mean, this is what everybody wanted, right? Everybody wanted to play Power 5 Big Ten football, right? It's what we dreamed about as little kids, and it isn't easy. You come out and play Michigan. If you thought we were going to come out here and roll over them, that wasn't going to happen. Every game we play is going to be a Big Ten battle on the field, and pushing through it is just something that football players have to do. And I'm confident in everyone in the room and everyone on the team that we're going to all push forward and continue to grow as the year goes on.
How do you keep, probably a question we've asked a lot, but how do you keep everyone together, when things aren't going good?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I guess that's a question for each person, in their own head. If you don't want to be a part of this team, you don't want to get better, then get out, pretty much. And I have faith in everybody on this team that they want to be here and they want to push through and they want to be on this team that has a comeback year after these 2 losses, if you want to call it a comeback year or whatever.
Okay, thanks, Nico.
Thanks, Nico.